everyone, Zero JD here with the X-Play Fans channel. I'm here to give you a quick tape of Drive on Moscow. This actually used to be an iOS title, but unlike a lot of other ones, there aren't any microtransactions in it. This is a kind of a Risk-like game. Not my favorite genre, but this one's actually fairly simple and I can actually understand it. I've done a tutorial. If you're getting this game, I highly suggest you do said tutorial. Anyways, we're going to play a little thing. You can play against other people, but we're going to do a computer. So I've only done the Operation Typhoon, which the version of this that I've played so far, like here, I played as the Axis. And your goal is to either surround Moscow or get enough victory points by holding certain points and you win. So we're just going to quickly do a match. I'm going to not do an entire match. It could take a little while, but you actually have a set time limit of when you can do stuff. So as you can see here, you can tell that, oh, hey, we're moving in. And as you can see, like the little symbols on the map show like important places to take. So at the bottom, you see my blue units and then the red units here. So right now I actually have a air power that I can disrupt movements from other units. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to do that. And actually every time a new it's broken up into impulses and then it's broken and then turns. Impulses are when I can pick units to move, and then that conference gets a turn. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to take one of my, as you can see, I have armored and I have like infantry units. I don't have any cavalry. They have some cavalry over here though. As you can see, different terrain, all that kind of stuff. It's the same kind of stuff with Risk, like terrain gives advantages for like attacking or defense. Some of my units you can see have medals over there, so they actually have a bonus. What I'm going to actually do here is select this guy, move him up here, so that these three units on the right will be attacking the guys on the left. If you can see the screen right here in the middle, you see I have a plus because I have a medal, and they have disadvantages because I believe they are, I think that's because they're infantry units versus armored units, plus they're on lower terrain than I am. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Y to commit, and they're going to start fighting. So as this goes, you can see that each unit has plips. That's how many times they can attack. This also indicates their life. So originally these infantry had 5 life. Since I hit them 4 times, they're going to retreat, and if I had hit them a 5th time, that would have actually just totally destroyed them and given me another move. So that would have been like, oh hey, absolute victory, let's keep moving. As you can see, these units here, the infantry can only move 1 spot of connected spots. Armored can actually move 3, as long as let's say there is a railway. So it is 1, 2, and 3. I should probably charge my batteries at some point. So I'm gonna see, I've had very good luck trying to break through the lines here and circle around them. There's a concept of supply lines in this game. So if I'm actually able to change the red spots behind some of these multicolored ones, I will break their supply line and make it so, oh hey, I now have denied them of resources, and that's going to hurt them in the long run. So what we have here is I have some armored units here, but I actually have a substantial advantage here. So I'm going to press here. So I'm going to force them to retreat again like I did last time. So let's push here again. So I've had a lot of luck swooping behind units to take them out. I've learned early on that this game is very much not about winning battles, but taking land and denying resources and then killing. Maybe that's Risk. I never was good at Risk. So now they're going to be attacking, or they're actually retreating. Okay, cool. That's good. Maybe because they knew I was trying to cut off their supply line. So if I had taken these guys and moved over here, that would have blocked off that supply line for there, and these troops would have been considerably weakened. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push forward, since I had so much success earlier, and keep going on them. So you see how the 30th Army there has 1 plip. If I get 1 hit on them, they're dead. So let's see if I can't. There it is. They're dead. All right, there we go. Excellent. So see how I wiped everyone out? I now have more moves with them. They can't attack, but I can use this to press the charge and push further into their territory. My goal is to either get 15 battle points or to totally surround Moscow with my units. See, they're scrambling to back out now because if I swoop around and cut off their lines, they're kind of screwed. So let's see. Let's push up into here with these units. It's like, all right. So in some areas, they'll have like tree cover when they're defending. That'll show up as extra little barriers I have to shoot through. So like, again, I'm going to swoop around to the left and see how there's, I'm not going to even try to say that name. This tile over here to the left of my units that starts with a V. It has 2 VP. Those are victory points. And if I get 15 of those by the end of the game, I win. All right. So my plan here is that they've cut off my supply line, but that's not too bad because those are some pretty hefty beefy units. What I want to try to do here is see how they've cut off my supply line here. But if I move my tanks here, that will totally cut off all supplies to these 2 units, which I can then go in and just massacre. But I've had a lot of victory, so I'm going to actually push up and ignore these guys. Let's commit one guy there, just so I don't have to worry. And that actually worked out for me. So luckily, I can now push him over and boom, everyone groups there. So my next goal is to go to Kursk for 3 VP and push hard for that. Like I was saying before, fighting someone who's in a town or if they're defending in the forest, you have to actually, they'll have other obstacles that can intercept your shots. So let's see. So these are just some infantry units. I could move him there, but it wouldn't be too worth it. Bring my guys out of the corner and go from there. There's always this background sound that doesn't really do anything. But so far, I'm okay with it. It's not my favorite game. It's a very chill game, though. So they actually have paratroop units. Once in a while, I can move any of those paratroop spots. So let's see. So that tank's by itself, so let's not really worry about it. So here, there's no actual differences here. So we're gonna I'm gonna skirmish them, see if I can't push them back. I'm not sure what 100% what actually like declares what is a hit and everything. So I pushed them back. So my next smart idea would probably to take these tanks, backtrack a little bit and go for that 3 VP point, like move from back here to down here and hit them. So the good thing is if you remove to a unit, you can actually go and see in this here. So they have an advantage. I think it's just terrain advantage. Put that in there. Let's push a little bit. So you can see like how there's trees that I have to shoot around to even hit them. Luckily, I did land 1 shot on them, so that's a flip down. And I lose victory points if I lose a unit. So there's that kind of thing. And this is the end of a turn. So I have no victory units right now, victory points right now. But as you can see, I can do clear weather, and I can be like, hey, I don't want these guys moving. And now I can reinforce some units. I have 1 armor. None of my armors really took damage, so I'm just going to beef him up. So I think they have terrain advantage there, so we're not going to move on that quite yet. We're going to move these guys up a bit, give them something to think about. And then I'll take these guys, the tanks below that, and head up for Kursk and try to get those 3 VP points. I don't think I'm going to win this one right now, just because of how my start was. But I got an achievement. I was told I have to recharge my battery, so yeah, it's okay. I'm enjoying. It's a fine game. It doesn't like offend me or anything like that, and it does not have any microtransactions. So another thing that happens here is you can actually check a calendar. Hold on, it's gonna be my turn in a few seconds. So they're smart enough to they're reinforcing. So I can check my calendar here, and on the second, the axis is going to get some more units. The 3rd, 4th, and 5th are going to get units. And on the 6th, at the end of the 5th, that's when I lose. So let's check the supply lines. So if I took this guy here and swooped them through here to take these 3, all this would be my supply line. But for right now, we'll do this. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I did not know I could not bring multiple units over. Let's see. I really want to get this supply line back. But again, the game says that it's multiple factors that affect when stuff gets hit, but it doesn't technically say what, so I'm never 100% sure. But this is what the game is. It's this kind of like slow-moving, kind of like scenario-based kind of thing. There's other scenarios where it gets really cold and all that kind of fun stuff. Well, I wouldn't really call it fun. So, this is Drive on Moscow. I am ZeroJ Hoodie. This was the XBlade Fans channel. Please check out other videos. And thank you so much for watching this. Have a nice day. Wow, I didn't get anything there. All right, guys. Thank you.